Hi friends, earnings season has just started and this means that it's time for some stock update videos on the companies I follow here on Arctic Money. If you don't want to miss any of those coming up in the next few weeks, remember to subscribe to the channel. But now we're gonna kick things off with a very nasty one in my portfolio, Intel. Intel's new results that just came out were a catastrophe in relation to market's expectations, and thus the stock declined. Macro headwinds weighing down Intel like other tech and semiconductor sectors. Intel is a cyclical business, one needs to remember that. When things are good in the economy and the industry, semiconductor companies invest a lot, and when things turn around, the vice versa happens. Intel is a cyclical stock that sees times of oversupply and undersupply. Earlier, I had my valuation of Intel being with 10% expected return annually in somewhere around $49. Unfortunately, I can say that due to macroeconomic factors that shortly after making the valuation last time started changing for the worse quite a lot, as we all know, during 2022 with inflation and such. This $49 was too optimistic in the beginning from me, unfortunately, at least for the foreseeable future medium term. I have updated the valuation now, as anyone should do. If the facts change, then I must change my valuation too, and this is unfortunately the case here. Always when facts change, you will need to change your valuation. It can be better or it can be worse, but don't ever trick yourself in these things. You need to stay true to yourself and always acknowledge what is the situation with your stock. So when the facts have changed, now I have an opportunity to change my opinion also, as any investor has. So I have updated now the valuation, and currently I think I could get those 10% annual returns with Intel with the stock at $30. It is currently trading at $28, so pretty close to that. What am I planning then to do with my Intel position? I will hold it for now. Should it drop under $20, I might consider again adding to the position I have already in my portfolio. Intel is trying to build local supply chains in the West, away from Asia. If something were to happen in Asia and Taiwan, especially where a huge number of chips are manufactured, this sad situation would obviously make Intel much more valuable than it is today. In 2020, 77% of the world's chips came from Asia and only 21% from the United States and EU. Personally, I think governments in the EU and USA want and need Intel to succeed. COVID showed the importance of having some manufacturing of most critical components near to your home. This is the first reason I originally invested in Intel myself, and the second one is that should something really bad happen in China, my Alibaba stock, which is my biggest position, would probably crash. I see Intel being a bit of a hedge in my portfolio for my China exposure through Alibaba. We all hope that sense will prevail over craziness. Nothing bad happens in Asia, but one needs to be prepared always. Semiconductors are very competitive and hard to predict industry. Recession can hit Intel for a short period or a longer one, and the stock can go down from here a lot still. But the future of mankind is getting more connected and smart every year, and I don't think no one believes otherwise. This is a growing industry for the future and long term, and a growing industry for the future and long term where I want to be invested in myself. This is mainly the things I like about Intel. Risks with Intel are fierce competition in the chips industry that will put pressure on revenue and margins. Also, a risk would be that Intel's desire to bring supply chains closer to home, with most likely higher costs than with more decentralized global supply chains their competition is doing, backfires on Intel and they don't stay competitive anymore. As said, Intel stock is an extremely tricky one at the moment, and I will need to do more work on it. The work continues, but this is how I feel about the company right now. Thanks for watching this one. Subscribe to the channel for upcoming valuation videos, valuation updates. Plus, if you're interested in what I have in my portfolio currently, you can check my latest portfolio update video right here. See you in the next video. Bye bye.